Hey, what's up, everybody? So, with Avidbeer getting 100 subscribers, I'm going to celebrate with beer and with answering a few viewer comment questions we have. So, I got this one from my man right here. Thank you so much for commenting and watching. Asked me about mapping my keyboard and what are my keyboard shortcuts. So, Avid has its default settings, and a lot of these I keep here, right? I want to keep everything around my left hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 frames at a time, one frame and playing. I also use go to in, go to out, UW, in and out, ER, huge. T, mark in and out. A and S I change, and I'll go over that in a second. But the other ones I'm going to keep. Clear in, clear out, clear both in and out, lift, extract, and insert, edit, add, edit. So what do I actually change here? I have on C, I have add, edit. So C, I have add edit, make a little edit right there. A, I have match frame. That's one of my obviously go-to ones. I also have extend and tab, which I just did a video of. Also say, because I think it's so important with these old videos, but Control A, Control Shift A, right? You want to toggle on and off your tracks. So I'm doing that all with my left hand. I have S and F2 is the same thing, which I'm realized because I haven't looked in this a while. There's some things I might change even based on this video. But F2 to me is render into out. And I hit F2 and my render effects comes up. F2 is for my renders. F3 is for export. I have a lot of export settings, which maybe I'll save for another video. F3 is my export. F4 is my interplay window. I know obviously some people are not going to be involved with interplay, but minimize it, and then to bring it back, I will hit F4, and there it is back again. F5, what is F5? F5 is an audio mix down to the sequence, and I made a video about audio and video mix downs. And again, this is because my current job uses a lot of it. I might change these if my job situation change and I have certain tasks I have to do more than others. So F6 is a video mix down. F7, I've actually made a video about this. This is my color correction mode. F8 in theory is my source record. F7 and F8 is to go in and out of color correction mode. So let me go back to my one monitor record. There we go. So let's see my keyboard. F9 is when I check something interplay. I will highlight a clip in a bin and hit F9. It'll go be checked into interplay. I made a video about that. Then the other weird one is this. I think it's called the tilde key. It's right next to the one I use. Let's see if I can do the clip here. I use batch import. Now, again, if I had certain jobs, I would change this up. Maybe I wouldn't use this all the time, but I do batch import a lot of clips from old shows and old projects that we used to work on. So for me, it's very easy. I just hit tilde, and I'm already starting to batch import. The other ones that I'll talk about here that are on the right side of my keyboard, which again, I don't like to go to. I never use JKL. I'm going to make a video about that on some point. Never. There's a way around. You don't have to do that. But I do use these bottom 4 keys, I would say, to nudge clips left and right occasionally and put them in segment mode, or I can slip and slide underneath them. Occasionally I will use those 4. I do use the keyframe to audio rubber band, which I made a video about, and to use keyframes if I'm making something in effect mode. And I do use the dissolve key all the time where it is. Now, watching this video, it makes me think, man, maybe I should move the dissolve key to where the tilde key is, and maybe move the keyframe to where the S is. I don't really use S. S is the same thing. I used to use it as a render thing, but I don't use that anymore. So again, I might be too nervous to do it because I have so much muscle memory on the way it is there, but I don't know. I might try it. So the other 2 keyboard shortcuts that I think are really, really cool and awesome is I go to these 2 keys right here, and this is how I zoom in and out of a sequence. So see how I'm tapping it forward? I can hold it even. Hold it back, hold it front. Wherever the blue bar, position bar is, I'm pushing it to go in and out. I'm pretty sure it's like in a hamburger menu, right? Might be like zoom in. Yeah, zoom. Here it is. Zoom in and out. So these are keyboard shortcuts that I map to this in and out thing. So even sometimes I'll even take my hand off the mouse, but no, sometimes maybe I'll go to my left hand and I'll go like this, right? And I could zoom in and zoom out really quickly. That's key. I don't have to do this thing. And it's zooming in. Remember, it's doing it with the position bar right in the middle, which is actually really helpful. So the only other two things I'll say is I do use Shift A for freeze frame, which is one of my videos. Shift A. And I have, now it's ready to render a freeze frame. I can make freeze frames really, really quickly. 7 is my media browser, source browser, I should say, to import footage. And the same thing, if even that I say I need to import something, I hit 7. Forgot about that. That is a big one. And I think that's about it. Now again, this could change depending on my workflow and what specific tasks I have to do. If I'm doing more effects or certain audio things, I would definitely consider changing this. But again, a lot of these over here, you're talking Y, H, N, JKL, P, I never use these whatsoever. Even over here, this is 8, 9. So here's the other interesting, really interesting thing. I have these same exact keyboards in Premiere. So my keyboard is exactly the same when I go into Premiere, and I can't show it because my work is still on the 2015 version of Premiere, sadly, and I'm not at home right now, but so I can't show you that cool box that shows you all the pictures, but everything is exactly the same. In, out, go to out, mark in, mark out, move over. In Premiere, you can only move over 5 frames at a time here, 1 frame here, play to lift, extract, add edit to C, insert edit, and overwrite edit, or VMB. The only other thing that I do in Premiere is the extend key. You sort of need 2 extends, either extend left or extend right. And the way I do that is with Shift A, or if I want to extend something right, Shift S. A and S right next to each other. I hold Shift, and they're left and right. And I can't use the toggle on and off key. That's why I hold Shift, and I can sort of shift on and off all the toggle tracks. I have a video on that too. So that is my keyboard shortcuts. Maybe somebody can comment something below and give me a better idea or a way to do it quicker. I'll definitely am open and take it. I'm not rigid with any of this stuff. Anything that makes me edit faster so I have more time to drink more beer. That's what the channel's all about. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, especially the first 100. And I'll see you in the next video.